welcome to another episode of Shooting
the Shit with Rachel
and Neal Young. We're talking all things real estate photography business growth, mindset, and getting it done. Here come your favorite true entrepreneurs, Rachel and Neal Young, shooting the shit.
I have a ferret on the Like if we're kind of in a slump, like what kind of things do you do?
Talking about a boob light.
Straddling a power line.
Nice photo.
Ooh, I need that.
I'm like red right now because I'm embarrassed. I go like this. I love it.
Come in.
Sure, use your podcast voice.
Over here, I'm pitting out.
Drone's like flipping to the ground.
That's a great callback.
Chit-chatting.
Is that what you call that?
Hey! Rach, who do you love?
HD Photo Hub.
Today's episode is brought to you by HD Photo Hub.
The platform real estate photographers trust.
And so do we, because Rach and I both use it on a daily basis. Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out. Check it out.
Hey gang, today we are talking about adding reels to your product offerings. And we're going to dive into, what exactly is a reel? Why do you need the reel? How to go about creating these reels and, what you should be charging and that kind of stuff. Rachel's doing a lot more of this currently than I am. I just dabble in it here and there for my clients, but we'll talk about that too as well. First, how's it going, Rach? What's going on?
What's up, Neal? We got a guest star today, Sunny. If you're watching on YouTube, my kitten is trying to climb on the table.
Yeah, little kitty.
In the room.
First, I thought it was the ferret, but not the ferret.
The dog is barking out the window or out the door, if you can hear that. I got a house full. But I'm good. I'm good. It's been a rainy day here in Seattle, which is, typical, but not in August. Usually we have sunshine in August and it's hot, and it's been cloudy and crappy. So it's been one of those like sit inside all day. I literally haven't gone outside all day, and I've been working at my computer for the most of the day.
Right.
Meetings and team meeting. And I have an intern that I've taken on, and I'm teaching her photography. And we worked on aperture today. Like she literally knows nothing. She's learning from the ground up. So I am, taking her under my wing. So we meet once a week for an hour, and I just teach her something and give her homework. So and that's been fun. So I did that today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. What that just made me think of is that, phones are just becoming more and more what you use, right? And I think eventually, and they're all automatic, they do everything. The depth of field, who cares? Because you do the portrait mode and it just blurs the background. And I was like, eventually no one will even know what aperture is or what it was for or even care, because it'll just all be on your phone. It'll either all be in focus or you just hit like blur mode and
mode,
and it's automatically do the ISO and everything else, and no one will even know or care about all these things that we know now.
One day it'll be a lost art, that photography thing. Yeah. So sad. Yeah.
Oh my
but
gosh,
no,
your cat is now in the like climbing up the wall in the corner.
It's gonna be climbing the plants in the corner. Things should be falling over. I'm probably taking them out soon.
I hope the cat will be in like on your desk in the background soon, like just in a different section of the frame.
Random
throughout.
If you see a cat in the screen, you have to drink.
That's right.
It's a new drinking game.
When you see a cat.
Yes, I have Topo Chico on set today. We're going classy.
What is it?
Topo Chico, like a hard seltzer.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, they're good. They're at Costco. So I just order them and they come to my doorstep. I'm like, that's convenient. I like that. Everything's good. Just, trying to get the team dialed a little bit more. We're really focusing a lot on composition in our photography. And then we're kind of revamping our video offerings. So getting new music and getting some new moves and trying to be better. Because we're good, but I want to be better. So
yeah, totally.
It's fun.
And I'm getting really bored of the music on Epidemic Sound, and I'm finding it harder and harder to find cool stuff. I'm like, do I need to switch and find something else now?
Yes.
I don't know.
That could be a whole nother episode after this one, Neal.
It could be. But for today, let's talk about reels.
Let's talk about reels.
If you've been hiding somewhere and you don't know what a reel is, let's just talk quickly about, the difference between a reel and like a regular walkthrough video. You've probably seen a regular walkthrough video, and they could be a minute long. They could be 2 minutes long. Sometimes they're 8 minutes long, which I do not recommend.
That's long.
No, I have seen some ones that they're so long that you're like, falling asleep because their pans are so slow and like you're 30 seconds to look at the living room. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so pace is a big part of Reels actually. As everybody's attention span gets shorter and shorter and we're swiping faster and faster, Reels are a way to kind of cut to the chase quicker than your full, 2 minute walkthrough, which maybe is average 1.5 or 2 minute walkthrough video. And, Instagram has Reels, and now even YouTube, which is known for long form, it really kind of shows the popularity of the short forms is now YouTube even has shorts and has for a while. And so the shorts are 30-second, maybe 60-second clips. So you're really getting to the meat faster and maybe the pace is a little quicker. And in like YouTube, for example, it's another way to draw people into more of your content. So they see a couple quick ones that you do, and then maybe they want to dive into a larger video. So it's kind of almost like a highlight reel of a full video, if you will.
Yeah,
What else
exactly.
would you
And
add to that, Rach?
it's shot vertically, so it's a vertical format.
Hmm.
Not exactly. I should know the dimensions, but I don't off the top of my head. But it's vertical and they're usually under 60 seconds. So it's
Yeah.
kind of like the condensed short little teaser of your actual property video, which are very effective to market a property because nobody wants to sit on social media and watch a 2 minute long horizontal video unless it's done really well, like Homestar Media. Cheyenne Crawford can hold my attention for 10 minutes. I swear she's so good. But with, these reels are quicker. I think more people watch them to the end. They're just a little bit more engaging and interesting to watch because they are more fast paced. So it's a good offering. You can also add agents into the video in the beginning. So they've got that agent intro and then it goes right into the reel. So those are even better because when you have an agent on camera, you get a lot more engagement, a lot more comments, a lot more shares, stuff like that. So it's good. It's good to have people on camera. It's good to have these reels. It's just a new offering that we can provide to our clients. We've been doing this, I think, over a year now, maybe 2.5 years at least. We tried it last year with it was a social media package, and we offered 3 different styles of reels that we were selling in a package. And it was it was just too expensive. I think we sold 7 of them all year.
Hmm.
And so this year I kind of revamped our packages and realized like people don't need or want all 3 and they don't want to pay, $450 for 3 reels. Like that's insane. They're just
Hmm.
not going to pay that money. So at least my clients aren't for what it was.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we've kind of revamped it and now they are like, I would say 30 to 40% of our shoots we're doing reels. And it's just an add-on service. It's also part of one of our packages. So it's been wonderful. It's been great.
What percentage would you say of the people who are already getting a regular video are also getting Reels? Do you know?
I don't know. But that's pretty common, honestly. Like if they order the works package, the reels not included. And I would say
Hmm.
majority of them are adding that on. So just because
And what are they adding that on to your works package for? What does it cost?
it's 145, I believe, to add on. It's 165 standalone to add on to like a photo package. If you add it on to the works package, you get a discount. So I think it's 140 or 145 to add on to that.
And that's a single reel.
Correct.
And when you're doing that reel, so there's 2 ways to go about reels too, because some people will pull a reel from, if you already did the original 2-minute video, you'll just crop in on what you shot and make a shorter 60-second one out of that. Are you doing that, or you're filming it separately with the intention for a reel?
We used to do that. I used to just tell all the shooters like, because we were shooting them all horizontal and then just cropping it in vertical.
Hmm.
And that was before we were using our cell phones, which worked fine. And I said, just take a couple extra wide clips and different clips than the property video to add into the reel. Like you can reuse some of the clips from the property video, but we need to add some different ones in so it looks like a different video. You don't
Yeah.
want to just have the exact same video formatted for vertical and horizontal and one just a little shorter.
I
So I
think
said,
you'd be
mix it
hard
up.
pressed to charge that much for just cropping in and
Yeah.
making a different edit, right?
Yeah, that might be like $40 or $50 if you
Right.
just want it made vertical. So yeah, so now that's how we used to do it. And now we actually film the whole thing vertically because the gimbals allow you to go vertical. I use my cell phone for all my video and all my reels. So I just do like double click the little button and it flips vertically and I'm like ready to go. So it's I go through and do my full property video horizontal and then I go through and do the whole reel vertical. And they
And do
take
you find,
10
is there a
minutes. It's
different,
quick.
do you have like a different goal or a different structure that you go for when when your intention is for the reel?
Yeah, so we offer three different styles of reels, and this is one of the questions on our order form. One thing I love about HD Photo Hub, a little plug for them. So when you can set up questions that are product specific. So like if they order basically on the order form at the end after they order, you can list a series of questions, which I think we've talked about before, but basically like how do I access the property? Is it staged? When are you going live? What's your Instagram handle? Any special features you want listed, stuff like that. So you know what you're walking into, right? And then there's like item specific questions that will only come up if they order a specific product. Kitty saying hi, you got a
There's
drink.
the kitty. That is the cutest kitty.
Grab your
Oh.
Topo Chicos. Guys, if you're driving, do not drink alcohol. Anyways, so if they order a reel, one of the questions that comes up, what type of reel would you like? And we have three different ones that we offer. So one is a speed walkthrough, which is one continuous take. It's the most challenging to do, but it's the most fun because it's hard. One continuous take through the whole entire home. They speed ramp it and slow mo, speed ramp, speed ramp, slow mo throughout the whole video to speed you into the next room. Then it slow mos into that room so you can see it, speeds into the next room, slow mos. I'm sure you guys have probably seen these. If
Hmm.
not, go to our page and you'll see them, our Instagram. And then the next one is the teaser reel, which just shows the best features of the home. So those are a little bit tighter, more like mid-range and detail shots. We don't do a lot of wide shots with that. And it's really just showing off the beautiful pendant lights and the architectural details and the stair
Mm.
railing if it's fancy and whatever, the double ovens or anything that we can show that really just makes them want to see more. And the point of that one is to entice them to come out and see the whole property. So show the best parts and then get them to come walk out and see it. And then the last one is a lifestyle reel. And with that one, we incorporate the broker into the video. So we'll have them, they're not talking. They're just randomly in the video, like four
Hmm.
to seven times, probably.
Mm.
So they can be like, waving you on to the next room and then kind of presenting it like Vanna White. Or we've had people that have like been laying in the bathtub and waving or juggling lemons in the kitchen or, turning the fireplace on, reading a book, writing in
Hmm.
a journal, fluffing pillows, like pulling back the comforter, all these different ideas that we've just come up with, like sitting doing a yoga pose, in a workout room, stuff like that. Standing on a railing and looking out at the view, and you pull up behind them and go past them to show the view. Any way that you can incorporate them into the video as if they were living in the home to show what it would be to have that lifestyle, like what it would be like to live there. So, and that helps with brand recognition for brokers on social media. It's an easy and good way to introduce them to being on camera because most of these people have not been on camera or they are terrified to. So this is a good way to kind of ease them in, and they're not in it very long. They're in it for like, it's like 3 seconds in each clip. So
Yep.
it's nothing crazy. And they don't have to talk or do
Yeah, and
much.
they get their face on it, so that's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one's really popular. They're all really popular, honestly. But that was the package originally. The package I was selling was the three reels, and you got all three, which I thought was
Hmm.
great. I'm like, oh my gosh, they'll be set. They can boost this property like crazy, like have three different cool reels to show. And we sold like none. Like,
Yeah.
okay, it's too
They're
expensive.
they're they're
Nobody wants
fine
to
with
pay
just
that.
one, I guess, huh?
Yeah. So now one is the sweet spot and everyone loves
Yeah.
them and they're quick and easy and fun to make. Usually with the agent in them, it will take a little bit longer.
Hmm.
And it's kind of a creative process where we just collaborate with them on that and give them ideas. Some agents have their own ideas and they're like on it. Other ones are like, I have no idea what to do. You're going to have to tell me exactly what to do. So
Hmm.
I like to just like I've had team meetings where I give ideas. One of my shooters and I made a video when we launched these reels for the first time. We went out to a house and made a how-to video, how to film these, how to come up with ideas. And it was really fun. So that was kind of cool. Maybe I can dig that up and see if I can post it on our Shooting the Shit Instagram. If you guys
Yeah,
aren't
yeah.
following us on Instagram, by the way, you should. Neil and I are about to get pretty active on there. So it's going to be good. Right, Neil?
Cool. Yeah, yeah,
Neil's like,
totally.
I don't know what she's
Um,
talking
oh,
about.
what was I gonna? Oh, shoot! Now I forgot my
Anyways,
train of thought. Shoot! What was I gonna
Shooting
say?
the Shit with
Oh,
Rach and
I,
Neil.
yes, it is. Shooting this was Rachel. I forgot to say. What was I gonna say? Agents on camera. Oh, two things. So I want to flip the coin on my earlier question. Do you have a lot of people booking your reels who are not booking a regular video?
Yeah, some. Most of
Some.
them are ones that do video. already that are doing a property
Already.
video and they just add it
I
on.
was,
Yeah.
and then my other thought was, oh, it might be an interesting way if you're building a rapport with your agents and you're bringing up like, hey, you should probably get on camera sometime. It's good for you, to market yourself. And if they're intimidated, it might be a great selling point to just get them hooked on the reels. To say, hey, you don't even have to talk. You're just going to walk, and I'm sure you've seen them, and just be seen. And it's super easy, and you don't have to stress about it. That might be a great little gateway drug to get them into it, doing
Totally.
video stuff.
Yeah. And my mid-tier package is the social marketing package. It's photos, drone, a social media reel with drone footage added to that reel, and
Mm,
then a property website marketing kit. So,
mm,
and that is a very popular package. I have a lot of brokers who get that one.
cool.
Yeah. So, and
Yeah.
that's not a property video. That's just the reel. So we do have a lot of agents who order just the reel, but it's through that package that they're ordering it. It's not like not a lot of people order just photos and a social media reel. Like that's not, it's usually that mid-range package that they're ordering.
Mm. Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, and I don't do as much of the real stuff. Just so everybody knows where I'm at. I mostly do the regular walkthrough videos, but I have a few clients that don't even care about the walkthrough video. They want a reel, but that's very seldom. And then I do make some reels, but usually for other kinds of content. Like if I do a talking heads video with them, we're making some specific things for reels where I'm shooting them vertically, or I'm shooting them in 4K and cropping in on them, and I'll charge them an additional amount to pull some reels from it. But right now I don't do a ton of walkthrough reels.
Neil, the
Um,
reels that you've done with your clients are hilarious and they're good. Like
oh,
that should just be an offering, honestly. Like I know you just do it for
yeah.
free or whatever, just to do it for your own
Mhm.
social, but you could easily do that for them and get paid for it. And since
I've
you're kind of a single outfit, you have the ability to really run with that because it's just you.
Yeah, and I've considered that, and just so everybody knows what Rachel's talking about is I will create reels that are not walkthrough reels. They're either stories or reels or both. And they're usually something that highlights both myself and the agent as we're kind of like behind the scenes, more like raw stuff, or we'll just play around and do something silly. Like me and an agent just were like, let's get something for content. And we're in a laundromat, it was an apartment that we were photographing. It wasn't anything too exciting, but we're in a laundromat. So she sat on the laundry, and there was a funny sign about don't touch other people's laundry. And she's like, I opened the laundry machine, and she was like, pointed the sign, Neal, don't touch other people's laundry. And we made it like a PSA, the more you know, and we just come up with stuff on the spot. And some of my agents are all about it, and they want to make sure they get some little bit.
Yeah.
And I'll turn it into a story, which I feel is easy because it's very raw and it's just like whatever, or I'll turn it into a reel or both, depending how much I like it when I'm done. But I do it more as I have a little different scenario than when you're a larger, real estate photography company where you're maybe not directly seeing all of your clients all the time because maybe you have tons of shooters or whatever. I have a little more currently boutique where I have a really good rapport with my agents, and like I'm always excited to see them. They're excited to see me. Like we have nicknames, like we're ridiculous. And then so like we have fun. Some of these agents that aren't afraid to do it, we really have some fun doing this, and it just kind of one more thing that's above and beyond that, like we look forward to kind of playing around and having some fun when it makes sense. But yeah, I don't charge for it currently. It's just more like ooh, and they're excited. They're like, hey, when are you gonna post that reel, that silly thing we did? So
Yeah. Yeah.
it's also
No, and
good for that, you know?
it's a genius idea just to be like, it's just showing that you care. Like you're having fun with your people, you're enjoying what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
why not? If you can do it, do it.
Yeah, and
Totally. Yeah.
it is, and I feel like it helps them because they know they should be getting some content on social media. So it's like one more hit for them. They get something funny to show, and they get a lot of reactions from it. And it's a little different than maybe what they normally will do on their own. That might be a little more serious.
Yeah.
A lot of times, I will create them as a collaborator as well, and so that way they get it right on their own thing if they choose to accept the collaboration. And if you're not familiar with I usually use Instagram most of the time, but Instagram has a collaboration which is like one step further than doing just a regular like tag them in it. It shows to them, hey, do you want to like accept this collaboration? In which case we're kind of sharing both of our audiences, so it actually can help both of us to get more eyeballs on our stuff. So
Love it.
yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's one of my
Well,
favorite things. I love doing those on just horsing around and having fun, you know?
Neil, do you offer packages?
No, I don't have packages. I'm all a
Okay.
cart right now.
Neil, we need to make packages for you. This is a
I know,
game
I
changer.
know. It's on my long list of things I have not gotten into.
Okay, well, our next episode will help you accomplish more of your goals. So I'm excited to get into that one.
I know,
It's a
right?
game changer.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, our next episode is going to be all about time management and, accomplishing the things you said you would do a year
Right.
ago.
Right. Because we all have that list that never gets done. And how do you
Yes,
get
I
it all
have it.
done when you're a crazy, busy entrepreneur,
Yeah.
creative, doing all the things? So
And the cat, just so you know, update on the cat. The cat is now climbing on Rachel's shoulder.
she is so funny. She just loves to like hug and snuggle. She
Oh,
wants to
she's
just be
so
on my
cute.
shoulder. Like I put her on my lap and she climbs up me and just wants to like lay on my shoulder. It's so cute. And now she's big. Like she's a teenager
Yeah.
now.
It
I
looks
have,
like you have a animal scarf.
I know.
Fur is murder, Rach.
Fur is murder. I would never. I would
Except
never.
when the cat's alive.
Yes, she's alive. Yes. So we have three kittens, by the way. We got two, one for each kid because they couldn't choose one. So I was like,
You
fine, we'll get
did.
two, whatever. And then a week later, my husband, we don't live together. So he was like, I'm getting a kitten for my house. And I'm like, what? What? I got two. Okay, fine. Have one at your house. Cool, whatever. And then he went to New York for a week and I watched the kitten with my two kittens and I kept sending him pictures of all the kittens getting along. And he was like, oh, the kittens get along so well. I think she should just live at your house. And I was like,
Now you have
great.
all three? Oh
Now I have
boy.
three kittens. And it's fine, except the cat box situation is disgusting, I have to tell you. I got an automatic cat box though. That's pretty
That is
cool.
my
But
least favorite thing about
it's
cats.
gross. Well, and
Yeah.
I have hardwood floors everywhere. Like our whole house is hardwood floors. And so cat litter is just everywhere. I'm like, dude. And I
Yeah.
have a Roomba that I need to program because I've never actually really used it. I've literally had it for 2 years and it just sits in the corner. It doesn't do anything. I need to figure out how to use the dang thing. Where's my
Oh
house
boy.
manager? I need
Yeah.
someone to help
Rachel
me with
basically lives on a farm now. She's got chickens, she's got multiple cats, she's got
a ferret,
ferrets. What don't you have?
dog. We don't have goats yet, but they're coming.
Oh,
Okay.
I bet they're coming. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Totally.
we have a rooster. We've
Oh God.
figured out that we do. Red is a rooster. She is huge. Huge. My daughter's like, I heard him crow. And I was like, what? She goes, yeah. He was like, not perfect, but he's trying. They have to like practice that cock-a-doodle-doo sound to get it to come out right. So
Oh
she's
really?
like, yeah, he made all these weird loud noises. It's like, oh, he's getting ready. They're only like 4 months old. So,
Oh, interesting.
and
I
he's
did
not
not
little
know
like,
that. Fun fact of the
yeah.
day.
And then, in case you care.
All right, so
Anyway,
well, for the reels,
get
let's
back
see.
to reels.
So I guess if we're talking about what people need for the reels, well, if they're
Equipment
not
wise,
doing on camera, which you could do an intro as well for the reels, right? But you probably would film it separately if you weren't doing vertical before. You probably film it again just because, it's hard to crop in on that. But anyway, if we were going to film it, there's two options of how you can go about filming it, right? If you film already on a DSLR, you can film vertical if you're set up for that, or you could do it on your phone. I like doing it on the phone because it's dead easy. I have filmed vertical on my DSLR before, and it's a little tricky. You'd think that most of the modern gimbals would be all set up for it, but a lot of them are not. And so sometimes you do have to get like an additional plate or something, and you may have to, and the annoying thing is you may have to totally rebalance when you set up your DSLR in the vertical way. So that can be kind of annoying. So most of the time that I end up doing the vertical ones, I'm there for that specifically, so it's not a big deal. But if I ever do have to do both, that would be pretty, and I never do, but if I ever did have to do both on my gimbal, it'd be kind of annoying to have to balance it just for that, to then just go to my next client and have to rebalance it again. So I do have a gimbal for my phone, so if that were the case, I think I'd probably just do it on my phone. But on your phone, you need some kind of gimbal to do the reel on your phone, right? And I think we both use the DJI Osmo. Is that what you use,
yeah, I
Rach?
think I have the Osmo 5,
Yeah.
maybe the 6. I don't know, but the Osmo's great.
Yeah, I
Really
find
good.
it's really
Get
easy
the
to set up and
newest,
use.
get the newest one because I think I had the 4 before and it wouldn't balance. It was always just a
Mm,
little bit crooked, which is a problem in real estate. As you know, like horizontal and
yeah,
vertical lines need to be straight. Like I can't handle it. So
yeah, totally.
that would drive me nuts. So I
Yeah.
upgraded. But so get the
And that's
latest
really all you
experience.
need unless they're
Yeah.
talking. I mean, even if they
Yeah.
were talking, you probably could get the audio off your phone. If you
Yeah.
weren't, you know, doing audio through your phone, is, you need a way to do that. Either you have a wireless, either you have a separate independent recorder that you could sync up and post later, or you might get like the wireless mics that Rachel and I use right now that have a little adapter that connects to your phone so it'll receive the audio right in your phone. But that's something else to consider if you are planning on doing the audio in your phone. But yeah.
And then all of any video editor that you're using can edit these reels for you. And you can just send them examples of what you like and they can edit like that. Or, any of the editing softwares allow you to edit vertical videos too. So CapCut's a good one. That one's super easy. One of my shooters today, he sent a reel to our editor and he wanted it like sunk to the music a certain way and the editor just didn't do it. And he was like, I want to put this reel together this weekend. I'm not going to charge you for my time. I just want to show you like what I was expecting because the editor is not getting it. And I was like, okay, cool. I go, well, it's like 9:30. I go, do you think you could do it before noon and we'll just deliver that one to the client? And he was like, okay, I can do it. So we did it real quick and sent it over. And he just edited it in CapCut and he used
Yep.
CapCut music and it was fine.
Oh,
So,
that's a good thing. Good thing to mention too. Actually, for real stuff that I create from like my long form stuff, if I'm doing like a talking heads thing and they want a reel and they want like the text to pop up and they want some fun little emojis to pop up, I just do it in CapCut because CapCut has all that formatted. It can automatically generate the voice, to text stuff, and it does it with
captions.
fun fonts and that look way slicker than what you try to do in Premiere. It'll take you hours. So
Hmm.
I do that as well.
Yeah,
I
me too.
wanted to ask you one more question about your reels. So another big thing with reels is, one of the things that gets eyeballs on your reels is trending audio. And so
Hmm.
I'm curious, do you always deliver them with the music? And then do you also recommend, hey, we've edited these with music, but I kind of recommend you find a trending song instead and just replace it. Do you ever do that or what, or do they always use the song you put on it? How does that
Yeah,
go?
I mean, I try to tell them when I'm there, like, hey, don't use our music. You should use a trending audio because you're going to get more views. Like the
Mm,
audio can make a huge difference. We had a discussion today at our team meeting about that and emailing the client the latest and greatest like trending song that would go with that video. And I was like,
mm.
yeah, that's great, but I don't feel like a lot of them have assistants and stuff that do it. I mean, that would be a cool addition. So we'll see. We might, I don't know. It seemed like a lot of
Yeah,
work
or maybe
for
even just maybe add that to
existing
your
ones.
newsletter. Like every month, here's some trending stuff, but it changes so quickly too. It's
I
like, but
know.
it'd be hard to keep your thumb on that all the time. I feel like
How
your
rude.
cat, and now her cat is, I think,
She's
devouring her eyeball.
trying to eat my eye. She just bit my eye, like my eyelash.
She
Not
actually bit
good.
your eye.
They're hungry. It's dinner time. She's like, feed me or I will
That's
eat your eyebrow.
Is that how your cat hints it's time for food?
I think
Just eats
so.
you.
I mean,
I will now devour your
I think
nose.
she like tries to nurse on my like she grabs my ears, she grabs my eyebrows. I think she's like trying to nurse on me. Like
Yeah.
I'm mom. I'm like, I'm not your mother. You cannot get milk out of my eyebrows.
Is that like
But
a Siamese cat? What is so pretty, the coloring? What is it?
she's like a Siamese rag doll, is what they said, but I don't think she's rag
Ragdoll.
doll. She doesn't look
Oh,
like a rag doll. She looks like a little Siamese mutt.
yeah, so pretty.
She's cute. She's a
Yeah.
sweetheart. Yeah. They're all
But
so funny. They're all so like different personalities
oh, and
and
just and in the case we're skipping over some facts here, trending audio, just so you're aware, is just a song that's popular at the moment that a lot of people are using for whatever reel is popular. And sometimes they're related to something that's happening in that everybody's doing the same kind of gimmick to that song or whatever. But some songs are just more hot or more popular at any given time. And if you kind of hop on the wave in time, more people will see that because they can click on one video that has that trending music and then they can go click on a button that shows them other similar reels that use the same song. So it's another way to get more eyeballs on your reels and stuff. So
yeah, and you'll
we
know that it's trending because there will be a little up arrow next to the song. So, and it'll tell you how many people have used that song in videos. So, the lower the count, the better, because that means it's in the beginning of the trend. And a lot of people will go check the reels to see what they've been doing with that audio and what kind of videos they've been making, and you'll get more views that way. So
Now, is there a way currently to search just for trending stuff, or you just have to scroll through
I think you
and
just
look
scroll
visually?
through. I
Yeah,
wish that would be nice.
yeah.
Show me the lowest count trending audio. Like, why is that not a thing?
I don't know.
Come on,
Yeah,
Instagram.
yeah.
They want you to work for it, apparently.
'Cause it
Well,
is
that
kind of
wouldn't give
hard to
anybody else a
find some.
chance, though, if you think about it, because
Yeah.
then no one would do anything else but that. And how would you find new audio that you like to start a new trend? Maybe.
Mm,
Maybe that's why.
yeah.
I don't know. Anyways. All right. Well, we got to wrap this up. We
All
got
right,
things.
cool.
I got to
So
go take care of
reels
these kitties and feed them dinner. But if you're not doing reels,
before you lose both eyes.
I
Yeah.
know. Oh, here she comes again. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Okay. Kitty. All right, guys.
All
I'm,
right,
I'm signing off. We're
this
going to
is
kick
like
the cats
a
out.
cat commercial. Did you rub cat food on your neck, Rachel?
Catnip all over my face, all over my eyes.
Cool. I don't know. Did we cover the bases for the reels? Is there anything we
I
missed?
think so. No, I think we
Okay.
got everything.
Yeah. Well, if anybody has other thoughts or would like to hear, anything else, reach out to us on Instagram on our social media and let us know what you got questions about or what you'd like to hear more about, and we'd appreciate that.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening again, and we'll see you on the next one where we're going to cover some time management and how Neal can get some of his list accomplished.
I love it. All right, bye guys. We'll see you on the next one.
See you on the next one.